Hello! Today we are going to be talking about some creepy crawlies and we're going to be drawing some beetles. Now, do not worry. These were made by artists. Can you see the magnets? They're actually little magnets. But I love these little beetles sculptures and we are going to use them as inspiration. So they're going to go right here and watch what we're doing. So we're going to do some beetle drawings and we're going to get to design the patterns on the beetles however you want. They do not have to be realistic, but we're going to draw the shape of the beetles in a realistic way. But before we get started, I want to do a frame or something around the edge or the corners of my artwork. So the first one I'm going to start off with is I'm going to do a wavy border. And I like to mark a little dot, kind of the same distance from the corner, so I know what I'm connecting. And I'm just gonna connect this with a wavy line. Could you connect it with other types of lines? Oh yeah, you could do a castle line. You could do a zigzag line. You could definitely make up your own line there. So I'm gonna do a wavy border. Now in this one, I'm just gonna make the four corners have a little line here. And then my beetle is gonna go right in the middle. So the beetle is the focus, it's right in the center. Now in this one, I'm actually gonna make almost like a little hoppity hop line, and that's just gonna go around and become my little frame. And again, you might come up with a whole other idea of what you'd wanna add around. And I do this first because if I do my beetle really big, the legs might come out to the edge, which would be fine. You could do the border behind it, but I don't want to for this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my beetle body. So I'm using Sharpie, so you can see again, use pencil so you can erase. And the first thing I am going to do is I'm gonna draw a big body shape, and I'm gonna do them 3 different ways so you can watch and pick which one that you like. Here, I'm gonna start with a big letter U. Look how big this is in this space. And I'm just gonna connect it with a little round line here, right? So here's the bottom of the body. On this one, I'm gonna make it look a little bit longer and come more to a point. There's the bottom part of my body. Okay, then on this one, I actually wanna do some wings coming out. So I'm first gonna draw my U in pencil because I can't erase the Sharpie. And I'm gonna decide, oops, sorry, got shaky. I'm gonna first draw a line across the top, and I'm gonna start here, go out and do my U, come right back up. Out, do my U, come right back up. Do you have to do yours like mine? No. Now, the beetles, just like a ladybug is a beetle, they have little wings under here. So there's a line that goes down the middle because these are 2 different sections. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and draw that line right down the middle. So yours might be a little rounder, whatever kind of little body shape you wanna do there. Then I've got that middle part, okay? And this is called the pronotum. I just looked this up. It covers the thorax. So on this one, I'm gonna kind of just go up and then connect it with a little curved line. This one, I'm gonna go up and kind of curve it down, almost like an M. Boop, boop, like that. Okay, and then this one, I'm gonna do round. So you can do your middle section there. I'm gonna go ahead and erase these lines so we know that I'm not using those. Okay, now we've got the head shape. So here I might do the head shape a little bit taller. This one I might do the little half circle like this. And then here I might go a little bit higher like that. Okay, as long as you're building the different sections, you're adding legs, people are gonna know it's a bug, so it doesn't have to look just like mine. All right, so then we're gonna add some fun things on there. You can add some eyes, and if you just want the eyes to be like little black shapes on the side, you could do that. If you want them to look more like eyeballs, you might have a little bit of the white showing like that. Maybe I'm gonna have these ones here kind of coming out on the side like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the legs. Now, if you look at my little bug here, you can see this part is a little bit thicker and then it gets thinner. The legs are sections, right? So you have these little sections, and I like to draw them as sections, and I also like to draw them so I can color them in. And guess what? I'm just gonna use a letter U for this one. So I'm gonna have my 2 back legs here, and look, there's a long skinny U, then I add a third one, or second one, and then I add a third one. U, And by doing these little sections, now you can color them in. And do you have to color them in black or brown? No, we can make them colorful. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Those are a little shorter. 1, 2, 3. And on this one, I'm gonna have the legs coming up. So I'm actually gonna go up from here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want you to add the legs on, but now I'm gonna show you on this one a little bit different. Here, I might add these legs on to be, I'm gonna start with the letter L and then go up. So those are a little bit more like rectangles. And then I'm gonna add it like this. So if you wanna build it like rectangles and not U's, you can do that as well. And then this one, maybe I'll make this rectangle bigger. Oh, it looks like a little person right there. Maybe this one's gonna be short and this one's skinny. So you can change the lengths of them. You're, again, not trying to draw a specific beetle. You are making up your own artsy beetle. Oh, I'm gonna do a little skinny one at the top there. Okay, kind of looks like a robot, but we're gonna make him look more like a bug. And then this one, maybe the legs are gonna go out. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and then these are gonna go out. So he looks, or she looks like she's doing a little walking. Maybe the other legs I can't see behind the wings. And I'm gonna do this up here. Now they do have 6 legs, but that's okay if I'm just showing those 2 on there. All right, then if you wanna add some antenna or a mandible, I'm gonna add a mandible on this one. And guess what I'm gonna do? A letter C, a backward C, and I'm just gonna go zigzag in, zigzag in. Oh yes, I like that. This one, I'm gonna add just 2 little short. Maybe he's gonna be a vampire beetle. And you could have a theme. And then I'm gonna do a little antenna, and I'm gonna make little stripes on it. This one, I might just make the little antenna short coming from here. And then maybe on this one, I'm gonna make these go out like that. And I wanna be able to color them in, so I'm making them thick. All right, we are building our beetle bodies, and now we get to make them artsy and fun. So you can start with lines and shapes that you already know. If you notice on here, they have dots, right? Some circles. And why do some bugs have big circles on the back or their wings? Sometimes you'll see moths or butterflies with big circles. Do you know why that is? They want to appear like big eyes for a predator. So if a bird is swooping down and it sees 2 big circles, it might think, hey, that's a bigger animal, and not realize it's a little delicious bug. So you might want to incorporate some circles. I might do that, just like our little ladybug. So I'm going to do 2 little circles. Now, if you notice, whatever I do on one side, I do on the other side. That is because our bugs are symmetrical. Have you heard that word? Say it with me. Symmetrical. Symmetrical. And that is, if you draw an imaginary line down the middle, the left side matches the right side. It's like a mirror image. And any kind of bug that you look at straight down like this, they're gonna match. Now, one leg might be up and one leg might be down, but your designs are gonna match. So whatever I do on the left side, if I go up here, I'm gonna do it on the right side. I want it to be symmetrical. And maybe I'm gonna add a little diamond in here. So I'm gonna use lines and shapes. I'm gonna add some stripes. I'm gonna add another circle in there that I already know. Oh, it kind of reminds me of a mask, doesn't it? Because masks are also symmetrical. And I'm gonna add some stripes on here. Now, what if you wanna have a theme? What if you're really into something like space? Okay, so maybe I'm gonna think this one is a Martian from another planet. So maybe I'll have a space theme in there, and I can have little stars and planets. Or, do you know what? I'm really into superheroes right now. So my bug is gonna be like the Flash. He's gonna be so fast, but I'm gonna use lightning bolts as his symbol. And sometimes if we make a mistake, like let's say I do this and then I go way down like that, and they don't match, guess what? I just match this one and then I match this one, and I've created a new design. So this is my super fast superhero bug, and maybe that's like his little cape under there. And then here I might just do a zigzag line. Okay, I'm liking that. All right, so this one, I feel like I need some polka dots. So I'm gonna add some little polka dots on here. And I'm gonna have some of the polka dots go off the edge. So you should be drawing your design now and coming up with your own. You don't wanna necessarily copy what I've done. You can kind of pick and choose too. You might say, well, I like these stripes, but I wanna have some triangles. Okay, and for this one, do I need to make this wing look like a wing? No, you could put stripes in there. You could do a whole nother pattern. Now I'm going to make it kind of remind me of a wing. They almost look like the veins of a leaf. So I'm gonna add in and make it actually look like leaves. Maybe this one is going to camouflage. It's gonna blend in with nature, and these are gonna look like leaves when the wings are closed. So then a little creature is not gonna snatch them up for a snack. A delicious beetle snack. And then maybe I'll do some more polka dots here. Maybe I'll add a circle in the middle and little polka dots going all around the edge there. I like that. What do you think? And maybe some little stripes going up the middle. Okay, so remember when I said in the border, I'm gonna add some patterns that kind of go with the center, if it works. Because this one I'm looking, I don't know if I wanna put a zigzag in there or a lightning bolt. I'm not really sure. I might just put a little mini circle just to make my border a little bit more fancy, because I want a fancy pants border. So what are you gonna add to yours? I'm gonna go all the way around there. And then on this one, what could I use in here and put it out here? What about these stripes? What if I go around the whole edge and I make little stripes? That would be fun, right? And then on this one, what if I added, I kind of like the leaf idea if I did the leaves coming down like this. And then what if I made another layer and I added the polka dots? Okay, so imagine I've done that along there and I've done my stripes all there. Now I'm gonna talk to you about colors. So when you color it, one thing I like to do too is I'm actually gonna use marker for the bug and the border. Then I'm gonna use crayon for the background so that the bug really stands out. So I've picked only 3 colors. Could you do a rainbow bug? Oh yeah. Could you use more than 3 colors? Of course. I'm just gonna use this many colors because I want to kind of limit it. You could do a warm and cool bug. Your bug could be all fiery colors like red, yellow, orange, and then you could do cool colors in the background. Now my bug is filling up so much of the space, so I really don't need to put anything back here. But if you had a lot of room, you could either make it like a pattern, so I could put almost polka dots behind there, or you could put your bug on a leaf. So for example, on this one, let's say I want it to be on a flower or a leaf, I could draw the leaf behind it like this. So you could draw your bug in its environment. So this bug is just landed on a leaf that it's gonna munch on, or your bug could be flying. Maybe this will be blue, like blue skies back here. But this one, I really haven't left a lot of room, so I am not going to worry so much about drawing a background. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my colors. I am taking my time to show good craftsmanship, which means I'm just going nice and slow to color it in neatly and color in the whole section. So once I finish coloring my bug with my markers, I'm actually gonna use, oh, I like the gray lightning bolt. What do we think of that? I'm gonna use the same colors to go into the border. And maybe I'll make a pattern. Maybe here I'm gonna do gray, and then I'll skip and I'll do the next one gray. You can outline the shape before you color it in. That works out really nice and makes it a lot neater, and then you can go faster in the center. And then I'm gonna use maybe this color here, and then I'll put my teal color on the little spot. So I would go around and make my pattern. Then once I'm done with the marker, I've picked some different colors in the crayon, and I'm thinking this one, oh, it's called melon. I'm gonna use melon in my background. If I used a marker in the background, it might be so dark or bold that the bug wouldn't stand out as much, and the bug is the star of this artwork. So I'm actually gonna go in and very carefully color all of that. So take your time coloring your fancy, artsy little beetles, and I'm gonna finish mine as well. Good luck.